Even if you go to the gym 7 jours par semaine et consommez 100 grammes de protéines par jour, vous ne développerez pas vraiment vos muscles si vous n'en consommez pas assez. With age, it is a key element that many neglect. It is often said that the key to muscle mass is eating proteins and training hard. But that's not entirely true. The true fuel to maintain and rebuild your muscles is collagen. And beware, taking simple powdered supplements is not enough, because they do not contain natural gelatin, unlike collagen sources from foods. Many seniors also think that drinking beef bone broth is the solution, but in reality, it's not enough. A bowl of broth contains very little collagen, whereas after age 60, at least 15 grams per day is needed to see a real effect. That's why, in this video, I will introduce you to 2 liquid sources of collagen that contain up to 8 times more collagen than traditional bone broth. I will first reveal the second best option, because it is easier to find. Then I will give you the best source, often little known, but highly effective. And as a bonus, I will also explain 3 dietary mistakes to absolutely avoid if you want to fight sarcopenia and keep strong muscles after 60 years. Number 1. Fish skin broth. A simple bowl can contain between 12 and 15 grams of collagen, almost double that of most traditional broths. Marine collagen is also absorbed 1.5 times better by the body. As a result, it directly supports muscle structure and connective tissues, helping your muscles stay strong. And that's not all. This broth is also rich in omega-3 and selenium, 2 nutrients that reduce muscle inflammation and speed up recovery after exertion. Omega-3s even improve protein synthesis, making your protein-rich diet much more effective. A Japanese study conducted on 120 seniors with sarcopenia showed that those who drank fish skin broth every day gained an average of 1.5 kilograms of muscle mass in 6 months, compared to only 0.4 kilograms in the control group. Spectacular results, to the point that researchers now speak of a natural muscle preservation therapy. In practice, simply simmer salmon or cod skins in water with a bit of ginger and sea salt for 2 to 3 hours. When your broth solidifies upon cooling, it's a sign that it's packed with collagen. Number 2. Chicken feet broth. Even richer, this broth provides between 15 and 18 grams of collagen per cup, accounting for about 70% of its total proteins. It mainly contains type 1 and 2 collagen, essential for rebuilding muscle fibers and protecting joints. The icing on the cake, this broth also naturally contains glucosamine and chondroitin, molecules found in dietary supplements for joints. As a result, not only do your muscles strengthen, but your joints become more flexible and less painful during exercise. These nutrients reduce muscle inflammation and speed up recovery, allowing you to regain strength and develop your muscles much faster, even at an advanced age. An innovative study conducted in South Korea followed 85 seniors for 4 months. Those who drank chicken foot broth 3 times a week saw their leg strength increase by 28%, while their muscle pain decreased by 45%. The researchers concluded that the unique collagen profile of this broth made it more effective than traditional protein supplements. In fact, traditional Chinese medicine has recommended chicken foot soup for over 3,000 years to strengthen bones and muscles. Ancient healers already knew that the feet concentrated the most powerful compounds of the chicken to restore vitality and strength. To prepare this broth, simply simmer well-cleaned chicken feet with onions and herbs for 4 to 6 hours. Once cooled, the broth should be dense and gel-like. This is a sign that it is rich in collagen. Here is the secret. When you combine fish skin broth and chicken feet broth, you get an exceptional duo. The first provides marine collagen, quickly absorbed to repair muscle fibers, and the second supplies terrestrial collagen that acts deeply and sustainably. Together they create a complete profile of amino acids that your body cannot obtain from a single source. Result: a synergy that rebuilds your muscles from the inside. Example of daily use. At breakfast, drink a cup of chicken feet broth with 2 beaten eggs incorporated. The heat gently cooks them, giving a protein-rich and ultra-collagenic flan. At lunch, use the broth as a base for a vegetable soup. Add carrots, celery, and spinach for a complete and balanced meal. At dinner, drink a hot cup of broth 30 minutes before the main meal. This prepares your digestive system and optimizes collagen absorption exactly when your body needs it most to repair your muscles overnight. But beware, all these efforts would be in vain if you combine these powerful broths with certain foods. In fact, 3 very common foods can completely cancel out the effects of collagen, or even produce harmful compounds for your muscles and joints. Most seniors unknowingly sabotage their own progress by consuming them with their soups. After studying dozens of nutritional researches, following thousands of patients suffering from muscle loss, and consulting specialists in muscle preservation, I identified the 3 worst food combinations to absolutely avoid. And the first mistake is white rice. This seemingly harmless starchy food is actually a hidden enemy. White rice has a glycemic index of 73, even higher than pure sugar. When you eat it with collagen-rich broths, the spike in blood sugar it causes blocks the absorption and utilization of collagen proteins necessary for muscle repair. A study published in 2019 in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition on 200 diabetic seniors followed for 8 weeks confirmed this phenomenon. Researchers have discovered that consuming high glycemic index foods, such as white rice, simultaneously with a collagen-rich meal reduces muscle protein synthesis by 40%. In clear terms, high blood sugar literally prevents amino acids from entering muscle cells. And here is the part that few doctors dare to say. When white rice is combined with the high mineral content of fish and chicken broths, it creates advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These toxins accumulate in muscle tissues, cause inflammation, and accelerate muscle degradation. In other words, you are poisoning the muscles you are trying to strengthen. I remember Margaret, an 87-year-old patient. For 6 months, she drank bone broth every day with no results. Why? She always accompanied it with a bowl of white rice. In just 3 weeks after replacing the rice with quinoa, she gained 2.1 pounds of muscle mass and regained an energy she hadn't felt in years. The lesson is simple. Never consume white rice within 2 hours after a collagen-rich meal. Your muscles and your future independence depend on it. Now let's move on to the second food to absolutely avoid: alcohol, especially in the evening. Many seniors like to accompany their dinner with a glass of wine or have a digestif before bed, thinking it's harmless or even beneficial. But it's quite the opposite. Mixing alcohol and collagen broths completely destroys their muscle-building potential. Even moderate consumption, a simple glass of wine, can reduce muscle protein synthesis by 37%. Alcohol blocks the assimilation of amino acids contained in collagen, turning your precious soups into useless liquid. Timing worsens the situation. Drinking alcohol before sleep disrupts the natural muscle repair process that occurs during deep sleep. A study conducted on 150 seniors over 12 weeks showed that those who consumed alcohol within 4 hours of their collagen intake exhibited much less muscle growth than abstainers. The researchers identified the cause. Alcohol blocks the mTOR pathway, essential for muscles to effectively utilize collagen. But the most dangerous is elsewhere. Alcohol combined with the amino acid-rich collagen broths produces toxic aldehydes, which accumulate in the muscles and damage the cells. In short, you destroy your muscles even as you think you are strengthening them. I followed Robert, an 82-year-old former construction worker. Every evening, he diligently drank his chicken feet broth, followed by his medicinal small whiskey. After 4 months, despite his regularity, his muscle mass continued to decrease. It was enough to eliminate his evening glass. In just 6 weeks, his grip strength increased by 23%, and he gained 1.8 pounds of lean muscle. The solution is simple. Keep your body completely alcohol-free for at least 24 hours on recovery days. If you really want to develop your muscles, never combine your collagen broths with alcohol, or all your efforts will be in vain. And if you find that shocking, wait to discover the latest forbidden food. The third food to absolutely ban with your collagen-rich broths is bacon. At first glance, bacon seems to be the perfect accompaniment: crispy, smoky, flavorful. But in reality, it is one of the worst choices you can make. Most seniors have no idea that they are sabotaging their own progress. A single slice of bacon provides more than 400 milligrams of sodium, not counting nitrates, phosphates, and other chemical preservatives. When mixed with the minerals naturally present in collagen broths, this causes massive water retention, widespread inflammation, and enormous pressure on your cardiovascular system. And that's not all. A study conducted in 2020 by Harvard Medical School on 180 seniors with sarcopenia revealed that those who consumed processed meats like bacon with their protein meals had 45% more inflammatory markers and 30% less muscle growth than those who favored natural proteins. Even worse, the nitrates contained in bacon directly block the absorption of amino acids at the cellular level. But the real danger is hidden. The preservatives in bacon react with the amino acids in collagen broths to form nitrosamines, toxic compounds linked to muscle degeneration and an increased risk of cancer. In other words, you are creating poisons within your own digestive system. I am thinking of Dorothy, an 85-year-old patient who loved adding crispy bacon pieces to her fish skin broth every morning. After 5 months, despite her discipline, her joint pains had worsened and her blood pressure was dangerously high. In just 3 weeks, after replacing the bacon with grilled chicken seasoned with herbs, her inflammation markers dropped by 40% and she finally started gaining muscle mass. The conclusion is simple. Prioritize clean proteins like chicken, turkey, or fish seasoned with herbs. Your muscles need pure fuel, not processed poisons disguised as breakfast. Now that you know the 3 toxic foods that sabotage your muscle efforts, I have a question for you. Which of these 3 traps are you still unknowingly consuming? Write it in the comments. I read absolutely all your testimonials and I am really curious about your experiences. And if you want to go further, I have prepared a 30-day meal plan specifically for muscle recovery. It contains more than 50 recipes rich in protein and collagen, designed to maximize your results, avoid bad combinations, and use the right timing strategies for optimal collagen absorption. You will find the link in my pinned comment and in the description below this video. And that's not all. Tomorrow, I will share with you a secret that will completely change your view of leg strengthening. Forget the classic exercises. What you are about to discover will surprise you. I will reveal 3 specific points about your legs that you can massage for only 30 seconds before bed to strengthen your legs while you sleep. This ancient technique, validated by clinical studies, has shown that it can increase muscle activation by 34%, and all without any exercise. But be careful, I share this tip primarily with my subscribers. So if you haven't clicked the subscribe button yet, do it now so you don't miss the next video. Trust me, this secret to strengthen the legs will surprise you. I can guarantee you've never heard it anywhere else. See you tomorrow for the revelation. Next Stage Health.